Oh my gosh. Hold on 1 second. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Okay, we are live. Test, test, test. Oh my gosh. Test 1 2. Testing my audio. 1 second. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test, 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 test. Okay, we are live. Test, test, test. Oh my gosh. Test 1 2. Testing my audio. 1 second. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, well, test. So, the Blackhawk helicopter. Okay, so the Blackhawk helicopter plane accident in D.C.
That should not happen.
There is new footage that just came out. People have just been posting it.
He's asking
and this is crazy. Look at this. So this right here looks to be the Blackhawk. It just hit.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning into the water, and the Blackhawk is also seen falling into the water. The American Airlines plane can be.
So I believe this right here is the American Airlines plane.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane.
No, okay, I'm wrong. This is the Blackhawk. This is the airplane. Okay, so this is the Blackhawk. This is the airplane. The Blackhawk is flying directly toward head-on.
Travel toward each other. After.
Now, okay, so obviously I'm not, and I don't know a whole lot about planes and helicopters, but I know that I'm sure that it is going. It would be a lot easier for the helicopter to adjust and move out the way, but it looks like it's heading straight on to that plane. Look at that.
An airline's plane can be seen. American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air.
That should not happen at all.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning into the water towards the airport and the Blackhawk is also seen falling into the water.
There is new footage.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion.
This right here, that's just crazy.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river.
President Trump, he's asking the exact same question.
In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning into the water, and the Blackhawk is also seen falling into the water.
Trump going straight at the airplane. Exact same question. Extended period of time. Donald Trump said the airplane was on a perfect routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight for the airplane for an extended period of time. It is a clear night. The lights on the plane were blazing. Why doesn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter instead of asking if they saw the plane? So Trump, he is asking the exact same questions that we all are. Not good. Okay, so if the President of the United States is asking the same questions we are, this was not an accident. Okay, Trump is very forthcoming with information. Let's see here. So we know that this was not an accident. We know that the helicopter was flying right into the plane. I just don't see. I just don't see how that's an accident. I mean, like, let's take a look at this footage again.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the. The American.
This is the helicopter. The helicopter did not try to pivot. It did not try to move up or down or to any side.
Airlines plane.
Oh my gosh. Trump was right. The lights are blaring.
Plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide.
I'm very interested in to see what the black box says on both flights. I want to know exactly what went down. Now, these people were on another American airline plane to Washington, D.C. while they were watching it on the news. So let's take a look at this video. I mean, they're watching they're watching CNN. It looks like they're always. Oh my God! Imagine how trippy this would be. I mean, to be on a plane to Washington D.C. and to watch a news report about a plane crashing right before they land. That would be really So I'm guessing the airport's over here. I don't know. It's clear as night that, it's clear as day, not night. Yeah, it's clear as day that that should not happen at all. That just shouldn't. Nothing of that helicopter knew exactly what was going on. He knew, especially a Blackhawk.
Plane can be seen flying towards the airport.
U.S. Army Blackhawk flying directly into a plane. Now, I'm interested to see if they're going to call this a terrorist attack. I'm interested what they're going to say about it. I'm interested if they're going to even retrieve so this audio the black box. I'm interested if they are going to publish what the black box, what the both pilots were saying. We're talking to each other, communicating about helicopter. I'm interested in knowing why. Here's the question I want to know. I want to know why the Blackhawk helicopter was flying close to the airport at all. I want to know why the control tower did not warn incoming planes about the Blackhawk. Again, I'm not a guru on how all this works, but I know that this should never happen ever. That Blackhawk helicopter. This is ridiculous. Okay, so this audio confirms that the Blackhawk helicopter crash. So I just want to read what Donald Trump said. Donald Trump said the airplane was on a perfect routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight for the airplane for an extended period of time. It is a clear night. The lights on the plane were blazing. Why doesn't the helicopter go up or down or turn?
Plane can be seen flying towards the airport.
Tell the helicopter instead of asking if they saw the plane. This is a bad situation. This looks like it should never have happened. Oh my God! Not good. He told the control. Oh my gosh! Let's see here. I think this is another point of view. Yeah. Let's watch this. Okay, so this is the plane. Oh my gosh! He told the control tower that he saw the airplane. He would do his best to avoid it, but he didn't.
For the screen. The American Airlines plane can be green. The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river.
I mean, it looks like they're a few miles away. That was right. Oh my gosh. I wonder how many POVs there's going to be of this. So, that's this little speck right here is the helicopter. This is the plane. Again, blaring lights, blinding lights. Man, that's just really sad. Okay. Tragically, there are no. I want to read this. The shipping rights of near miss at the nation's airport. It's not is no accident. A class action lawsuit by the Mountain State
into the river.
Now, I want to know if there are any survivors of this plane crash. Tragically, there are no survivors on the recent plane crash near Washington, D.C.
Listen to this.
An American Airlines regional jet... Oh, there's a second near crash? That same night? Collided with an Army Blackhawk helicopter near the Reagan, Washington
Holy
National
cow.
Airport, resulting in deaths of 67.
Okay, is this that same night? January 30th. I think this was, yeah. That's crazy.
Okay, so Blackhawk was coming this way. Yeah, see, was coming.
Now I want to see
look,
what
it
these
pivots
comments
right
say.
into the plane. It hits right head on.
Yeah, no way this wasn't intentional.
That is
Did
not
you not hear the ATC audio?
No way.
I'm gonna look
There's
this
no
up. I have
hell
not
that's an accident.
heard this audio. Data without understanding the altitude of reach with the plane and the helicopter.
Yeah, this is the airport. This is the
near miss.
Blackhawk.
That's interesting.
No way in hell that's an accident. Oh, the black boxes were recovered? Cockpit.
That's 2-5, zero J in flight.
Have been recovered from the plane.
That's 2-5, zero J in flight.
SB.
That's 2-5, F1 is zero J.
This club has a aircraft in flight precision separation.
Separation.
Just the fact that this was an Army Blackhawk.
Is this the right audio?
Controller asked.
Blackhawk. Okay, this is the audio. So the controller asked the Blackhawk if he sees the plane, confirms the request of visual separation. That means that he is affirming seeing the plane and himself.
Now I'm interested in to see what's the most.
Avoid it.
Okay.
So this audio. Okay.
That's 2-5, zero J in flight.
Most.
That's 2-5, F1 is zero J.
This club has a aircraft in flight precision separation.
Separation.
This way. Yeah, see, look, it pivots right into the plane. It hits right head on. Okay?
472 Washington Tower, 1 star, 32017.
No way. And there's no way in hell that's an accident. Most
472. American 3130, go around, turn left in 250, claim Anthony 3000.
these people were on another American what procedure is, but that helicopter should have been dealt
Okay,
with.
so this audio
And
confirms
I wanna know
that the Blackhawk helicopter.
not even any.
Okay, so this audio confirms that the
There's
Blackhawk
no-
helicopter knew the plane was there and was still heading right towards it. This audio confirms that
Exactly why
the pilot of the Blackhawk helicopter
we heard
knew
the
exactly
audio
what was
that
going
is
on. He
exactly
knew what
that.
he was doing.
This
He
is a bad
told
situation.
Plane can be seen flying towards the airport.
And it should have been prevented. And I don't know what.
Oh my
I'm
God!
not gonna
words.
pretend like I
he
know.
told the control tower that he
what
saw
to
the
do
airplane. He would do
instead
his
of
best to
asking
avoid it,
if
but
they
he
saw the plane.
didn't.
Now, as
I
For
mean,
the
it's
screen.
clear as night.
The American Airlines plane can be green.
This is a bad situation.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river.
Now, I want to know if there are any survivors of this plane crash.
Prevented. And it should have been prevented.
Oh wait,
And
that's all caps.
I don't know what. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what procedure is, but that helicopter should have been dealt with.
and I want to know. I want to know exactly why that helicopter
DC plane crash
was not taken out of the sky. I want to know exactly why those. Personally, I want to know exactly why those pilots.
We're gonna actually copy and paste this into chat. Skim the internet a lot faster than I can.
Yeah. There was not even any. There was no. Tragically, there are no survivors on the recent plane crash near Washington, D.C. There was just an American Airlines regional jet carrying 64 people. Yeah, see, there's no... collided with an Army Blackhawk helicopter near the Reagan Washington National Airport, resulting in deaths of 67 individuals on board both aircrafts. Wow. Collision between helicopter and plane kills 67 in Nationals' deadliest air disaster since 2001. So this is the Blackhawk helicopter. This was the plane. Okay, so we're gonna... take a better look at this. Okay, here we go. Okay, full screen. Okay, so this is the Blackhawk. This is the plane, and I believe this is the airport right here. Okay, so Blackhawk was coming this way. Yeah, see, look, it pivots right into the plane. It hits right head on. Okay, that is not an accident at all. There is no way, and there's no way in hell that's an accident. Yeah, this is the airport. This is the prevented. Blackhawk audio again. No way in hell that's an accident. Oh, the black boxes were recovered. Listen to this audio now. Cockpit, voice, and flight data records have been recovered from the plane. Just the fact that this was an Army Blackhawk plane is just insane. Okay, I'm going to read this. What we know about the American Airlines plane Blackhawk crash over D.C. Mid-air. I don't see how... Now, I'm interested in to see what's the most... tragic plane crash besides 9/11, obviously. I just want to know what. I just don't see how this was an accident. I don't see. I just don't see how this plane crash. I just don't see how this the deadliest aircraft accident. See how
the saddest plane crash in history.
How this could have I don't see how this could have been an accident at all. I mean, we've went over. So it looks like this one in 1977. This flight in 1977 was probably one of the most tragic in history. We went over. It looks like y'all can't even see the screen. It looks like this plane crash took the lives of 583 people. But since 9/11, plane crash, we've went over the footage. Has taken the most lives at 67 lives taken. That's just insane. Footage. Super sad too. We went over all this footage over here. We are going to see completely head on. You know, we've gone over. We're gonna see what Donald Trump has going to say about it. We've gone over Donald J. Trump completely head on. Okay. Wow. You know, we've a lot. We've gone completely head on. Is he not saying anything on Twitter about it? Let's see here. Up is what?
I'd like to.
Is that all the video was? Well, that's interesting. Okay, so oh my God, that's disturbing. Okay, so well, we know you need to wake the F up is what this says. I don't know. So this is the plane. This is. But we do have this. That was the first near crash. Okay, so this is the plane. We do have this little piece right here. This is the helicopter. Oh wait, very confused. Hold on. I'm just gonna read this one more time. The plane was on a perfect routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight at the airplane for an extended period of time. Again, as we can see right here, it was heading head on toward the airplane, and it pivoted. And you know, we can zoom in here for a second. I believe this is the helicopter. We can zoom in here. It pivoted directly into the airplane to where it hit head on perfectly. Now, he is saying I believe that this is the helicopter. The helicopter was approaching the airplane for an extended period of time. It was a clear night. There was no clouds in the sky. The lights on the airplane were blazing, and that is as true as we can see here from this video right here. Now,
Causing a
the
green.
crash,
The American Airlines plane.
That this is the plane right here, and this is the helicopter right here. Now, so he's also saying like this. The lights on the plane were blazing. Why didn't the helicopter go up, down, or turn? And you know why did the plane hit directly head on as well? You know, that's another question you have to ask yourself. Why would the helicopter turn directly into the plane? As we can see, clear as night right here, the plane hit head on, and the helicopter hit head on onto the plane. Now, he also said, so we know it's not that they didn't even have time to avoid it. They were trying to hit the plane. The helicopter pilot, the Army pilot.
Yo, this is crazy.
Instead of, why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do instead of asking if they saw the plane? Now, as we heard the audio, that is exactly what happened. This is a bad situation
wild.
that looks like it should have been prevented, and it should have been prevented.
So
you know, I don't know
we're gonna speed this video up.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know what procedure it is, but that helicopter should have been dealt with, and I want to know. I want to know exactly why that helicopter was not taken out of the sky. I want to know exactly why those. Personally, I want to know exactly why those pilots were were even out that night.
Okay, so like, we're gonna
if they went rogue. I want to know what happened because this does not. This was very planned out. It does not look like an accident.
Yeah, we're gonna speed this video.
Yeah. There was not even any. There was no.
Real fast. We're gonna play this at 2 times this.
There was just.
Real fast.
Yeah, let's look at this POV.
2 times the speed. Okay.
Yeah, see, there's no.
Okay,
there's
so
no way this helicopter even tried
right here
to get out of the line. Look at that.
So then we move on. And it tries to hit another plane.
That's really sad.
Come
67 people died.
Makes
67 lives were taken that should not have been taken. Now we're gonna listen to this audio again. Just going completely head on.
That's 25.
Real fast. We're gonna
That's 25.
2 times the speed. Actually, we're gonna listen to this audio.
Okay,
now.
so
Pass 25. Pass 25. Zero G in flight.
the first near crash right
Pass
here.
25. Pass.
So this is the airplane.
Come on, it's Zero J.
Yeah, American Airlines.
Rescue 017.
Did you see that?
X472. American 3130, go around, turn left in 250, climb maintain 3000.
Okay, left heading 350, 3000, American 3130.
Hard pivot right here.
Taking heading from American 3130.
Right there.
American 3130, go around, turn left in 270, climb maintain 3000.
Clarify what you want 478 to do. Are we going around or are we continuing?
0, climb maintain 3000.
So around this.
American 472 is going around. We're going to climb maintain 3000.
Blackjack 3, do you have any kind of like searchlight or maybe anything on board that would help shed some light at the east end of the field? Lucy 5305, not sure if you're aware of what happened. If you want to go back to the gate, let me know. I don't know if we're going to be able to depart here for the next few minutes.
Yeah, I've got no more details from what we told you, what we saw here, but we'll continue to hold where we shut down one inch.
Right. Delta 832, if you want to shut them down or if you want to go back to the gate, let me know. I don't know if we're going to resume operations in the near future. It might be about 30 or 40 minutes.
Alright, roger that. We'll wait for now, but we'll probably go ahead and shut one down too. So, yeah.
All these people, this is a POV we haven't seen yet. All these people lost their lives. Women, children, men, grandmothers, babies, little kids lost their lives, lost the ability to grow up, lost the ability to live because of this helicopter pilot.
Is it?
Let's watch this footage.
It's blue. It's
Yeah, right here. Okay.
It's blue.
So that is,
Blue.
I believe that's the helicopter. Yeah, that's the helicopter.
It's blue.
Oh!
What happened?
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Is it?
That's really sad.
It's blue. It's blue.
Oh!
I just don't
really.
see how this
It
was
just really
an accident.
hurts to like.
I don't
Like
see
every time I watch that,
how this could have.
it hurts. You know.
I don't see how this could have been an accident at all. I mean, we've went over.
Roger, Zero G in flight.
It's hard for
We've went
all
over
those
the
families
footage,
that are grieving.
right? We went
And,
over all this footage over here.
All those little
Just
kids that lost
Lost
the ability
completely
to grow
head
up.
on. You know, we've gone over through the audio. We've talked about what Trump had to say.
Yeah. Just to
None of
hear
it
the
looks
reaction
good.
of people, like,
Okay.
I can't imagine.
I'm very interested to see what Elon Musk has to say about it. Let's watch
Various articles that appeared prior to my entering office, and here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. That is amazing. And then it says FAA says people with severe disabilities are most underrepresented segment of the workforce, and they want them in, and they want them. They can be air traffic controllers. I don't think so. This was in January 14th, so that was a week before I entered office. They put a big push to put diversity into the FAA's program. Then another article, the Federal Aviation Administration, this was before I got to office, recently, second term. The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Can you imagine? These are people that are, I mean, actually, their lives are shortened because of the stress that they have. Brilliant people have to be in those positions, and their lives are actually shortened, very substantially shortened because of the stress, where you have many, many planes coming into one target, and you need a very special talent and a very special genius to be able to do it. Targeted disabilities are those disabilities that the federal government, as a matter of policy, has identified for special emphasis in recruitment and hiring. The FAA's website states they include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism all qualify for the position of a controller of airplanes pouring into our country, pouring into a little spot, a little dot on the map, a little runway. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. Think of that. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so. I think it's just the opposite. The FAA website shows that the agency's guidance on diversity hiring were last updated on March 23rd of 22. They wanted to make it even more so. And then I came in, and I assume maybe this is the reason. The FAA, which is overseen by Secretary Pete Buttigieg, a real winner. That guy's a real winner. Do you know how badly everything's run since he's run this Department of Transportation? He's a disaster. He was a disaster as a mayor. He ran his city into the ground, and he's a disaster now. He's just got a good line of bullshit.
The DEI,
the Department of Transportation,
is not because we don't want black people to work. It's because we want everybody to have a fair chance. This guy sounds... That's wild.
His government agency
the women, man, you know, but hell with these women for babies, you know. So we're gonna keep them, according to Trump. But Orange Jesus, man, he speaketh, and it just fucking happened. You know, it's fucking amazing. And they say I'm in the cult.
Hey,
what, baby?
What you want from the grocery store?
Now, get me some cheese, and don't buy no fucking eggs though. They're too goddamn high.
Tried to tell you.
All right, then.
Families, please.
Yo, what was that? Oh my god, this guy is actually clinically insane. Oh my god. What is that? Oh my god, this guy is actually clinically insane. Oh my god. What Trump has to say moving on about this? Moving into the future, I want to know.
Thank you very much. I'd like to.
Is that all the video was? Okay, so the Blackhawk helicopter. Is that all that clip was? Okay, well. Curious what Trump has. Okay, so oh my god, that's disturbing. Okay, some of you need to wake the F up, is what this says. So this is the plane. This is the helicopter. That was the first near crash. Okay, so this is the plane. This is the helicopter. Oh wait. Very confused. Hold on. Okay, which one? I believe these two would be the helicopter. Okay, so this is the helicopter. This is the plane, right? I believe so. I believe that's the plane. So, okay, second near crash. What does it say again? I believe this is the helicopter. Yep, this is the helicopter. Because as we saw right here, and this is matching up pretty perfectly, right? So this is the airport. So he's about... Yep, so he's like this. Over here.
Maybe mom and dad were right when they told me this wouldn't be nothing. Maybe mom and dad were right when they told me this wouldn't be nothing.
Yeah. Same shit, different day. If I'm getting paid, then you know I'm on the way. Push
and it tries to hit another plane.
PCH crib feeling like a
and it makes
everybody wanna.
Okay, so the Blackhawk helicopter plane accident in DC. There is right there makes a hard pivot. Do you see that? Just came out. People have just been posting around.
Yeah.
Around the park.
Same shit, different day.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter.
This is actually crazy.
The American
plane accident in DC. There is new footage that just came out. People have just been posting it, and this is crazy. Look at this. So this right here. Besides the physical problem of the DEI targets. Their lives. And this orange, you know what, really took a moment to address the country with a shard of democracy as a human emotions in terms. Okay, so Blackhawk helicopter plane accident in DC. There is new footage that just came out. People have just been posting it, and this is crazy. Look at this. So this right here looks to be the Blackhawk lost their lives, lost the ability to grow up, lost the ability to live because of
American Airlines plane can be seen flying.
Let's watch this footage.
It's blue.
Yeah, right here. Okay.
It's blue.
So that is, I believe, that's the helicopter. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing an explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning into the water, and the Blackhawk is also seen falling into the water.
Trump, he is asking the exact same questions that we all are. Lost the ability to grow up. Look at this. So this right here looks to be the Blackhawk.
It's blue.
Yeah, that's the helicopter.
The American Airlines plane
What happened?
Oh my God!
can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river.
Like, I can't imagine how scary that is.
In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning into the water, and the Blackhawk is also seen falling into the water.
Trump, he is asking the exact same questions.
Seen falling into the water.
Trump, he is asking. Trump, he is asking the exact same questions that we all are. What is this?
Where every second counts and pilots are laser focused on safely bringing the plane down. Final, the aircraft was mere moments from landing, flying at an altitude of about 400 feet. This is the most critical phase of landing where every second counts and pilots are laser focused on safely bringing the plane down. At the same time, an Army Blackhawk helicopter, identified as PAC-25, was reportedly on a possible training flight. It was flying perpendicular to the flight path of Flight 5342, following the course of the Potomac River. The Potomac River is a designated flight corridor for helicopters, and it's common to see aircraft like this operating in the area. The key difference between the two aircraft in this scenario was their operating rules. The Blackhawk helicopter, PAC-25, was flying under visual flight rules. This means it was required to rely on visual observation of its surroundings to avoid other aircraft. The landing flight 5342 was operating under instrument flight rules, which give it priority over VFR flights in controlled airspace. This system assumes that VFR aircraft will actively maintain visual separation to avoid conflicts. Moments before the collision, the air traffic control tower at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport called PAT-25 to confirm whether they had the other aircraft in sight. PAT-25 responded that they did. At first glance, this seems like an acknowledgement that they were aware of Flight 5342's presence and were taking steps to avoid it. However, it now seems likely that PAT-25 had mistakenly identified a different aircraft, possibly a departing flight from the same airport, and believed that was the other aircraft referred to by the tower. Tragically, PAT-25 may not have realized that Flight 5342 was descending directly into its path. This misidentification failing to adjust its course in time to avoid a collision. Although I'm not a pilot, this is what appears to have happened based on the available information. It's a heartbreaking incident that raises questions about how such misunderstandings.
Okay, yeah, that does raise questions, because even if they mistook, right? Even if they had mistaken this other airplane that they claimed, this other airplane, even if they mistook that, let's see here. I think this is another plane,
and believed that was the other aircraft referred to by the tower.
That does not make sense. Why, if they are trained pilots, there are three people in that helicopter, and that Blackhawk. Blackhawk is right here. If they are trained pilots, that does not make sense to me. Why they still...
Tragically, PAT-25 may not have...
Okay, so this audio confirms that the Blackhawk helicopter knew the plane was there and was still heading right towards it. It's a lot easier to pivot a helicopter the pilot of the Blackhawk, the direction of the helicopter, knew exactly what was going on. He knew what he was doing. He told
the plane can be seen flying towards the airport.
This helicopter. He told the control tower that he saw the airplane. He would do his best to avoid it, but he didn't.
For the
tragically,
the American Airlines plane
PAT-25 may not have realized that Flight 50.
But he didn't.
For the
I don't know. Clear as 9.
The American.
Well, they're calling Trump an idiot. I understand how anybody follows him. Well, look at them. We shouldn't be surprised. Avoided, but he didn't.
For the green. The American Airlines plane can be green. The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river.
Now, I want to know if there are any survivors of this plane crash. Tragically, there are no survivors on the recent plane crash in Washington, D.C. This is a bad joke. That X-Post is claiming the pilot of the Blackhawk.
Maybe mom and dad.
Airliner pretending to be a woman. See, kind of a little bit off topic, but this whole two genders thing is not strict enough. There should be two genders, and you should not be able to change your gender. There should be, if you have a penis, you are a man, and if you have a woohoo, you're a woman. Now, I do want to. What was I looking for? I kind of want to see.
Well, we done found out the truth. Trump setting y'all straight. We found out that it was because of diversity is the reason that plane crashed. Trump done figured it out because he got a lot of common sense. He figured out.
Now, okay, let's see here. I'm not gonna. I think this is another point of view. I don't think. I think listening to hard facts this is the plane. Is good. I don't think we know whose fault it was yet. We do have the recordings of the black box, so that's good. But I'm not gonna blame it on DEA.
Holy cow!
Now. Okay, so this audio confirms that the Blackhawk helicopter knew the plane was there and was still heading right towards it. Research. This audio confirms that the pilot of the Blackhawk helicopter knew exactly what was going on. He knew what he was doing. I believe he told
the plane can be seen flying towards the airport.
He told the control tower that he saw the airplane. This guy would do his best to avoid it, but he didn't.
For the green. The American Airlines plane can green. The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river.
Trump setting y'all straight. We found out that it was because of diversity is the reason that plane crashed. Trump done figured it out because he got a lot of common sense. He figured out that it's a black, brown, and a woman's fault is why that plane crashed. Also, they said that it's Pete Buttigieg's fault, and because he making the planes gay now, and they making gay homosexual hurricanes now. And then also, I learned from Trump that a lot of them hurricanes and that damn California fire was because of DI too. That's because of black, brown, and women. But and mainly every disaster that's ever happened, including COVID, was because of DEI. Somehow the women and the black and the brown people were behind it. Now they trying to say in the fake news that it had to do with that plane crash, had to do with shortage of staffing over in the flight control, but because Trump be reducing his staff and shit like that. But they ain't got nothing to do with it. It had to do with DEI. And how I know it, cause Trump fucking said so, by God. That's how I fucking know it, man. Yeah. But he round them up. He round up black and brown people. He gonna send them all to Guantanamo Bay. So we'll get rid of them, make America white. Make America great again. And then if we could just get rid of.
Okay. First of all, I want to make it clear that is not an accident at all. This guy sounds very racist to me, and there's no way in hell that's an accident. Very racist. Okay. The DEI is not about not letting black people work. That's not what it's about at all. It's about not letting people only have jobs because they are black, because they're Mexican, because they're white. If they're not qualified, they're not qualified. This guy is way off his rocker. It sounds like a Louisianan, sounds like maybe even Southerner. I'm from Texas. I don't really hear this accent much. But I don't know what this guy is on right now. This way. The DEI getting people out of pivots right into the plane is not because we don't want black people right head on. We want everybody to have a fair chance. That is not an accident at all. There is no way. Sounds a little bit wacko to me.
The women, man, but hell, we need women for babies. So we gonna keep them, according to Trump. But Orange Jesus, man, he's speaking, and it just fucking happened. It's fucking amazing. And they say I'm in the cult.
Hey,
what, baby?
What you want from the grocery store?
Now, give me some cheese, and don't buy no fucking eggs, though. They're too goddamn high.
American 3130, go around, turn left in 250, climb maintain 3000. Okay, left heading 350, 3000, American 3130.
Oh my God, this
Make him heading for American 3130. American 3130, go around, turn left in 270, climb maintain 3000. Clarify what you want 478 to do. Are we going around or are we continuing? 05, maintain 3000.
I think that's where we're going to wrap
American 472 is going around. We're going to climb, maintain 3000.
If
Blackjack, do you have any kind of searchlight or maybe anything on board that would help shed some light at the east end of the field? Lucy 5305, not sure if you're aware of what happened. If you want to go back to the gate, let me know. I don't know if we're going to be able to park here for the next few minutes.
Make sure you...
Yeah, I've got no more details than what we told you, what we saw here, but we'll continue to hold short. We've shut down 1 inch.
Right. Delta 832, if you want to shut them down or if you want to go back to the gate, let me know. I don't know if we're going to resume operations in the near future. It might be about 30 or 40 minutes.
All right, roger that. We'll wait for now, but we'll probably go ahead and shut one down too. So, yeah.
We've went over the footage, right? We went over all this footage over here. We've went over the footage, right? We've went...
So, yeah.
We've went over the footage, right? We went over all this footage over here. Just going completely head on, real fast. We're going to play this at 2 times the speed. Okay, so
was reportedly on a possible training flight. It was flying perpendicular to the flight path of Flight 5342. Following
around this. Goes around the park.
Right. Delta 32, if you want to shut them down or if you want to go back here, let me know. I don't know.
Real fast. We're going to play this at 2 times the speed. Okay. Just going completely head on. Real fast. We're going to play this at 2 times the speed. Okay, so this is the first near crash right here. So then we move on and it tries to hit another plane. Come over here and it makes a hard pivot. Makes a hard pivot right here. Right there. Makes a hard pivot. You see that? Goes around this. Goes around the park. And collides with the American Airlines flight in turn. You know, it's really sad that all these people, this is a POV we haven't seen yet, all these people lost their lives. Women, children, men, grandmothers, babies, little kids lost their lives, lost the ability to grow up, lost the ability to live because of this helicopter pilot.
Is it?
Let's watch this footage.
It's blue. It's
Yeah, right here. Okay.
blue.
So that is
Blue.
helicopter. Yeah, that's the helicopter.
It's blue.
Oh,
Happened?
oh my God!
Oh my God. Is it? It's blue. It's blue.
Oh.
Man, that really, it just really hurts to like every time I watch that, it hurts, you know, it hurts, it hurts my heart for all those families that are grieving, and